Hey, I have a simple request. When you're done watching this, not now, when you're done, call a friend, tell them you just watched this, you liked it, they should watch. Turn people on to us. That way we can do more, better, bigger things for you. Promise. More people watch, you get more better shit at home. You get more better stuff at home. Promise. See ya. Hello everyone, welcome to Sam Livecast. It's Monday, I don't feel very good.
Oh.
I got a stomach thing going on.
Cooking guy is not feeling good.
I have a stomach thing going on and lower back. And you know what? I'm so mental. As soon as I have like a thing back here, I'm like, uh-oh, it's compressed discs.
Oh.
And I'm going to be like that the rest of my life.
What does that mean?
Compressed discs?
Like just an ongoing issue?
No, compressed discs are like the worst. I've never had it. But it's like, you know, you get a bump and you're like, oh, my arm's going to fall, whatever.
Yikes.
I'm a little mental. Anyway, the point is, I don't feel well. But I'm here because of you. And especially because of Susan, who writes, Dear Sam, I've watched the Livecast for about 2 years and love it. Thank you, Susan. And really like the shorter how-to shows like this past week, especially how to poach eggs in advance, which, by the way, if you didn't see it, go watch it. It is life-changing shit. I know this is only cooking, but if there can be life-changing in cooking, learning how to poach eggs in advance is really one of those things.
Cooking can totally be life-changing.
I think so. Especially when it comes to eating better.
Yeah. Of course, life-changing doesn't have to be some huge dramatic thing. It can be a small thing that makes your life better.
I reached out to a woman who follows me on Instagram, and now I follow her, who posted pictures of herself sideways before and after, as she's been losing weight. And I have to believe a big part of it is because of the food that she's eating. Of course, I'm going to guess there's exercise involved, but you change how you eat and you change what it does to you. I say it to people all the time. You don't have to be eating shitty to be eating well and healthy. Healthily. Healthily? Healthily is not a word. You went to college, I didn't.
More healthy.
See, you don't know.
More
Once
healthy.
again, where did my college money go? More healthy, whatever. Anyway, so that's another story. But so Susan goes on to say, really loved, especially how to poach eggs in advance. So, can you focus on cooking scallops the right way? You may have done it before, but I'd really appreciate it. She kind of fucked up the word appreciate it, whatever. Thanks, Susan in Phoenix. We've cooked scallops a bunch of times, but I think it's important. I made scallops the other night with some spinach salad. They were so good. Kelly said, I think these are the best scallops I've had. I think people are cooking scallops wrong. Like we did something a couple weeks ago, but I thought I would just make this simply about scallops, right? So here they are, and what you'll notice is that they're on wax paper. Here's the circles where they were on one side, and then I turn them over. They've been out of the fridge about 25 minutes. They're now at room temperature. That's where you want to cook them, Susan. You want to start, you don't want to cook an ice cold scallop. I say it all the time. It's virtually impossible to get them where you want, inside and out, if they're ice cold. You start with a room temperature scallop, now you've got a fighting chance. And they're on this wax paper. I took them out of the fridge, I put them on the wax paper, and I put them on here on this aluminum coated whatever flat griddle. There's something about aluminum that draws the cold out. If I just put them on a plate, if I took two scallops and watched their temperature drop, one on a plate and one on this aluminum plate here, this one would get warmer, get to room temp much faster, like half the time. So now I'm ready. Now those are ready, okay? So now we're gonna take a little pan. You could use anything. I just find like a non-stick pan is gonna work better. It's gonna, you know, you use a stainless pan, I find them a little finicky.
Yeah, I feel like it gets stuck a lot.
Things stick, right? And you don't want that to happen. And the beautiful thing about a scallop is they almost, release themselves when they're at the point where they're ready to be turned. It's kind of like their little own internal I'm done mechanism, which is great. So, as always, we're going to season them, but we're going to season them simply. I like a scallop to taste like a scallop. There's all kinds of things you can do. There's some Asian recipes on the website that have soy and ginger and garlic and stuff like that. Today's just about how to sear a scallop, just to make it perfect. So, we're going to give them a little bit of olive oil first. Not a ton. Right? And now a little salt. Kosher salt. And pepper. And we'll do this on both sides. As I pick this guy up, I'm going to just drag him through that olive oil that's already there. So I get the oil on that side, right? Pay attention, Susan. And you can see it's already getting some pepper on it because the pepper was already there. But we'll just give it a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper. Boom. Now we're ready and waiting for this pan to get hot. It's about 3/4 of the way. I could turn it up some more, but I don't want to fry the outsides. I do want them to be very hot, and once again, that's my way of checking how hot a pan is. I'm not condoning that. In fact, let me say right now, don't do that.
That's dangerous.
It's stupid because somebody
you could like trip and yeah.
The beautiful thing is scallops are, what's the word, Max? They're so adaptable. They will go on anything. You want to make a little rice, they'll go on a little bit of rice. You want to saute some onions and mushrooms and spinach, make a beautiful little bed for them to go onto. Perfect. They can work as an appetizer, they can work as a main course, they can work as a lunch. Almost anything. Scallops are like the perfect thing. You have to like scallops. And I like to buy these big, beautiful sea scallops. The sea scallops are these large ones. The ones that are about the size of that finger around, those are the bay scallops. Bay, just know this, a bay is smaller than the sea. Therefore, a bay scallop is little, a sea scallop is big. And now, I can almost see little wisps of smoke coming off this completely dry pan. So now we'll have the scallops come, Max. We just put them in. And if you don't hear that, your pan is definitely not hot enough. Oh, yum! I'm telling you, I have a love affair with scallops. And you want to be gentle with them, and if you look now, if I shake the pan a little bit, there's a little bit of motion, but you don't really want to be moving them. You just want to leave them alone. You want them to develop that perfect little crust on the bottom, which is going to give them the color, give them the little crispiness, and they're going to be great. Really the important thing to remember is you don't have to overcook scallops. Scallops can be eaten raw, so it's pointless to overcook them, and not necessary. Whew, I don't feel good. I really don't feel good.
We're powering through.
How long have they been in there? A minute?
At most.
Should we take a look at what they look like?
Yeah. We'll get nice and low. Which one?
Well, let's go to this guy.
Okay, hold on.
Just do 2 spoons. See what it looks like? Ready?
Ready. Oh, wow.
Look at that, beautiful. Okay, maybe another 30 seconds. But you see, they're not sticking. They're going to be fantastic. And I don't know if you can tell, but they go from this white, they go from being white to more opaque, which means they're cooking through a little bit. So let's just turn these guys. If we can. Oh my God. See that? That's beautiful. See that? That's beautiful. See that? That's beautiful. So now look, there's plenty of techniques that people like to use. At this point, you could give them a tiny splash of soy or a little flavored, oil like chili or sesame oil. You could throw a little bit of butter in the pan, and you could baste the scallops, and it would just give this really tremendous richness to the whole thing. That would be outstanding. But for our purposes today, Susan, you don't need to do that. So maybe a couple minutes on the second side, and they're going to be done. They don't really need a lot. If you had what's that butter called?
Clarified butter?
If you had a compound butter, wait, I might. A butter mixed with, move Max. If you had a butter, here's one. This to me, a compound butter mixed with, oh, this is truffle butter. Should we throw a little in?
Sure.
Let's throw a little in. These guys are almost there, but watch, we'll just hammer a little bit of this in. And now just a little bit over the top. The scallops were basically ready, Susan. You could have kept them like that, not done anything else. But now if you want to just take a little bit of this butter, like this, and now just baste over the top of the scallops, what you're going to get is just this beautifully, lightly infused butter. And that's it. Scallops are done. Let me get a little plate. Hey, get out of there. One.
Damn, do those smell good.
2, 3. They're there. That's it. Allow me just to clean this one little drip up. Then if you want, you just take a tiny little bit more of this butter. Let it do its thing right there. Oh, it's amazing. All right. And now we taste. Look at. Do you see that? That's what a scallop should be. It should be pliable like this. If you push on it and it's hard, it's not good. Can you see in here?
Oh yeah.
Can you see this?
Oh yeah.
Right here? Look, it's just amazing. And honestly, if you don't know the best way to do it, get some scallops and practice. But, okay, that's just mental. Max would try this, but he doesn't like scallops. He doesn't like shellfish. He eats shrimp. Do you eat shrimp?
Yeah.
That's it though. Clams, whatever. Okay, Susan, this was for you because you asked for it. Now you've seen how to do this. Just get some practice and you'll become a scallop master. Because they are so damn good. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't eat the same thing all the time. See you back here Wednesday with something, what are we doing? Wednesday, making pizza dough. 3-minute pizza dough. And then you can do a billion things with them. Have a good couple days. See you.